pressure of things and that. I was so determined to win a British Championship that the Championship got to me a little bit and it stopped me from winning races, you know. I just rode for points. And it worked at the end of the day, and I won the Championship with a 14-point sort of lead at the end of it. But I'd rather ride that way, to be honest with you. I'm out to win races, not to clock points this year. I want to enjoy my racing, go out there and take the checkered flag. That's the aim.
What about the competition in 1997?
His name precedes him, Mad Dog. He can be a crazy guy when he needs to be out on the track, but he's consistent, fast, determined. He's definitely one to watch. The new Suzuki's obviously going to be a good bike. Ian Simpson, he's won it before. He's been Superbike champion. He's my teammate, fast, consistent. Yeah, he's going to definitely be a threat. Paul Brown, Mara's always a good rider. You know, he's capable of winning on any bike, I think. So I'm sure they get there, and he'll be not a hard man to beat, definitely. Phil's can be very fast, obviously, and but he can also be a bit dangerous sometimes. If he stays upright again, he's a threat, definitely. Ian Duffus he's coming back from injury, badly broke his leg, but again, you know, he's a fast guy and determined.
Scotsman Jim Moody has claimed pole with a great time of 1:40.1 on the new GSXR Suzuki. In second place is Mike Edwards. It's going to be a great race. Dave Hill, last year's champion, is down in 8th place on the grid. I'm off to see Julian Ryder for the green light.
Thanks, Keith. Yes, lots of experience in this race, but still that Suzuki on pole is a surprise. Dean Thomas, the Aussie, third. Steve Plater, fourth. The second row led by the second of the Suzukis under another Scotsman, John Crawford. Then it's Gable, ex-champ Simpson and reigning champ Dave Hill. Dave Wood, Ian Duffus, Phil McCallan, the TT hero on row 3, in front of the vastly experienced Phil Morley. Pete Jennings, Phil Giles, Paul Brown, another ex-British champion there in front of European contender Ballot. Now, the green light, we go, the charge down to Redgate is on for the first time. Nice clean break, but Jim Moody on the Suzuki looks like he's hitting Redgate first.
Look at the start that Jimmy Moody has got there. The Scotsman absolutely set this first race alight straight off the line there, but already he's under pressure. They're coming down the hill after him. Look at that, is that a B&M bike that's there? Yes, it is, in second place, already charging down the hill. Down at the hairpin though, Moody still with it. What's going on in this race, Julian?
Well, the red and yellow livery of the B&M bikes are chasing him. It's all B&M and Suzuki at the front. That looks like Ian Duffus on the last of the B&M bikes mid-pack. Who's that? Number 22, Ian Simpson.
Then number 4, John Crawford. That's the second of the Suzuki runners. So 1 and 3 for the new Suzukis in the 600 class this year. That's a great start for them already, but Jim Moody will be determined to get this one under his belt. So 3 Scotsmen.
And it's Dean Thomas, number 12, the Aussie on the Tony Scott Racing Honda. See him on the red bike in front of Dave Hill with the number 1 plate on the B&M bike.
Dean Thomas looks like he's challenging down into the S's. No, there he is, 12. We just see him. We're looking back at number 1. That is, of course, Dave Hill. Yes, Thomas has gone through. Thomas has gone through in the 3rd place. That was a great manoeuvre there. Crawford, man, goes back 1 place to 4th. They're onto the Melbourne loop now. And will Thomas make up any more places? He really is challenging. Looks strong. No, not quite there, Jules.
Not quite. I was out of his seat there. I thought the ex-Aussie Superbike star was going to make a pass, but he's back in 3rd place behind number 22, Ian Simpson. But this Suzuki is a real surprise.
It is indeed, and it looked to me like, oh, Crawford's gone back at Thomas. Dean Thomas has been edged out at Goddard's, or has he? He's riding a long way round the outside. Well, he hangs on to the place, but not for the want of trying from Crawford there. Crawford looking for a way by.
Edged out was exactly the right word, and watch Dave Hill on the inside of Redgate. Dave Hill. Oh, no, not 2 of them, Dave.
Yes, but Crawford is in 3rd. Crawford has regained 3rd place from Thomas, so Thomas is being battered out here in this first round.
Such an impressive showing from the Suzukis in their first year of racing. 1st and 3rd, the Scotsman. The Aussie is 4th, and indeed, of course, there's Ian Simpson, another Scotsman, in 2nd on the B&M Honda.
Long way to go yet, though, Julian. We're looking at Dean Thomas. I bet it's not over from him. He's on bike number 12 in 4th place at the moment. Moody, though, hasn't managed to get away. Simpson's right on his case. Well, Ian Simpson, he is one of the most liked men around the paddock, and certainly one of the most gentlemen around the paddock. But I don't know about it out on the track, as Moody takes a look over his right shoulder and sees Simo right behind him, and Crawford now seemingly settling down in the early laps of this race. He is right on Simo's case.
Crawford does look wild. Oh! Edwards!
Edwards might... Oh, that was bad. Straight into that barrier. That is very quick there. Something like 125 miles an hour on a 600. And Edwards, Mike Edwards, has gone into the tyre wall very hard indeed. As Crawford gets under Simo, there's no doubt about that manoeuvre either. Oh, Crawford sits up. Simpson shuts off the throttle. That'll give Dean Thomas a chance to get alongside Simo down into Melbourne, possibly. No, well, there you go. A bit more contact. Flight, another man down. Oh, dear me, 27 on the floor. Stuart Wickens from Ipswich. He's decked it at the Ashes. Not even got the courtesy to pick his bike up. What a gent.
Yeah, what were you saying about Crawford looking smooth earlier on? He looks way more radical than the other two men on the leaderboard at the moment. Is that on? Oh, there goes the Aussie.
No, Dean goes through. Thomas is through another place on Simpson. Simpson goes back one. That's Gable, Colin Gable going for a walk as well. Well, is there some oil down around here? That bike's on fire, so there's some oil around that. Thank you, marshals. The race safe marshals on the case nice and early. Mind you, that bike looks as if it's beyond repair already. Back at the race end, Dean Thomas behind Ian Simpson. We're looking at them, 22 versus 12. But in front of them are the two Suzukis of Jimmy Moody and John Crawford. That is a result for Suzuki. They will be clapping all the way around this track.
Remarkable showing from the new SFE Suzuki. We know Jim Moody can ride. We saw Crawford last year, a new boy on the national scene, very fast, ragged occasionally, as we said. Oh, a Kawasaki showing up the front there. That looks like Dave Wood, the green bike. Not many of them in this race.
Well, Dave Woods or green Kawasaki's. Anyway, Suzuki flying through that back corner onto the straight. That's where we lost Mike Edwards just a lap ago. Edwards recovering now, but Moody seemingly got some authority on